5.5 minutes, 15, 16 plays, running time off the clock, and it puts you up 10. I mean, it's close after that, obviously, but
no question. Missing an extra point hurts because you know what, that would have made a 2-score game instead of being able to kick the field goal and tie down there at the end. But you know what, I tell you, and don't get me wrong, we didn't play great defense, but you know what I thought our defensive kids did is they ran that thing down to the 2-yard line. It'll put us in a very difficult situation. They found a way to get a stop down there. They forced them into the field goal to get that thing in overtime. And we found a way to win. I'm just proud of the kids. I'm proud of the way they fought. They came out there and never put their heads down. They played extremely hard. And offensively, I thought some of those young kids.
It seemed like they could have very easily said, "Oh, here we go, Ohio again," and they didn't do that.
They didn't do that. And these kids I like these kids. I've said all along, I like this team. And the Ohio game, they played extremely hard in that one too. So, but you know what? I don't have to listen to Chuck and you guys write about how we never won in Texas anymore. So, I guess the number one thing was we finally won a game in Texas. I don't have to listen to your boy anymore.
How does it feel to be the first Marshall coach to win a game in Texas?
I wish the hell it wasn't so hard. I know that. But, you know what? It's a hell of a win, so we'll take it. I don't have to listen to you next year.
everybody's talking about the running game, and the two freshmen came out and really stepped up.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I don't know what their totals were, but those kids get in space, they can make something happen. Both, I thought, then Remy Watson too. I mean, there were 3 freshmen. I mean, Remy, Grooms, and Butler, all 3 went in and ran well. And, we got to continue to grow as a football team. I think, anytime you can go on the road and win a conference game. That team we just went to Kansas and beat Kansas, a BCS team. So, they've got some players too. They're right here in the state of Texas, and they're well coached by David, and they do a good job. They got good players, but our kids in the end found a way to win.
You ever heard of a team that throws 65 passes one week and then rushes for 6 touchdowns the next? I mean, that's an interesting dynamic.
I think what we're doing is, Billy and Tony and Cato are doing a nice job calling the game. I mean, Cato has those run-pass options, and like I mentioned a week ago, we had 28 run-pass options called, and 19 of them ended up being passes. This week, I think, a little bit opposite of that because we had the right number of heads in the box. So, we're kind of taking what that defense gives us, and like I said, I don't know what the totals were. I thought we ran the ball pretty well.
How did you feel Trayvon did in his first foray as a defensive back?
I was a little nervous out there with him playing corner, only being there for 3 days. But you know what? He had to play. We lost Derek Thomas there in the first half, and we ended up with Baxter and Pack and just him. So, Trayvon, I called him in the office on Monday, and I said, you know what? I need you to move to the corner because we don't have enough corners over there. And guess what? He said, I'll do whatever I got to do to help this team win. And just like Fronapple did a year ago to play quarterback, you can't say enough about the unselfishness. He goes from the start to tailback and playing a little bit of corner this week. But you know what? It'll be a hell of a corner or a safety or something for us before it's all said and done. And it just gave us the opportunity to get those other 3 running backs in the game because we had some talent there. And it just because of Trayvon's unselfishness and attitude, he helped us win this game today because at times he had to win our play.
Butler and Grooms, their confidence seemed to grow as the game went on. I mean, they were running a lot more downhill head of steam.
Those 2 kids never had the confidence this year. You don't have to worry about their confidence.
Did you think that on the onside kick that wasn't an onside kick, you guys maybe had out-coached yourself?
No, I don't think we out-coached ourselves. I think Booker just got it. We got to feel a little bit. I think maybe we out-coached Booker a little bit. Exposed to what that happens at that point, you go back there and get on the ball, catch it, and get what you can get if it's in the end zone. Keep it in. I mean, we had it coached properly, and we just had a young guy that, and he's fine. I love him. Booker made a ton of plays for us today. If I had to go over, I would have put their ass all back there and we would have been a normal deal. But the bottom line was to get the ball at that point, and unfortunately, our offense wouldn't have been the ball the first time.
It'd be nice not to face a running quarterback for a change.
God, don't tell me that Purdue's got one too. It seems like we're totally opposite what we were a year ago. We had all the guys slaying all over the place. This year we faced 2 weeks in a row now. I mean, even Gino can run it too. We faced 3 guys that absolutely run it. I haven't seen the Purdue guys yet, but hopefully he can. We got to get better. Stopping him is the key. He's a hell of a player, and you know what? He didn't play any overtime. I don't know what happened to him. I guess he got hurt on that one. You know what? He did that against UCLA, and he did that against Kansas. He did that against Louisiana Tech.
Well, I mean, it's something everybody has trouble with defending running. That's nothing new.
But you know what? We won the damn game.
How is Derek?
He'll be all right. He'll be fine.
Talk about Kevin Grooms a little bit. A kid that, electric. He had, catching the ball, running the ball. No matter what you ask him to do, if the ball's in his hands, good things are happening.
These are 2 talented young guys. They will make us better. Anytime you have the ability to run the ball like we did, you can do that. Helps the outside too. We had a couple of throws on the outside. I thought we missed it. But for the most part, offensively we're doing some really good things. Thank goodness he stepped up and got that big. We had an outscoring today.
Pretty good lesson for a bunch of young guys though on how to win on the road. I mean,
the last 3 times we've gone off winning, we won. Memphis, the bowl game, and now this one. So we won 3 road games in a row. So our preparation, we're doing things the right way. Our kids do a great job running the hotel. Preparation's not an issue as far as road games are concerned. Finally getting the thing off our back as far as this Texas thing is huge because, like I say, you guys talk about it next year.
Is Trayvon a permanent move or?
Probably for now.
Mm-hmm.
Until we get the guy back. Yeah, and you know what? When the kid can play, when he was signed by the University of Florida, he was signed as a corner.
Yeah, and then SC in Miami gave him some looks at corner too.
So, there's no question he's got some skills there. He can help us in that position.
On McCart's touchdown run that brought them back within 3, did he drop the ball on that? It seemed like Bazzi had knocked it out of his
He
hands.
was too many missed tackles. He had the opportunity to tackle him. He's a big, physical, strong guy. I mean, he's physical, and he runs like it.
He's faster than I thought he was.
Thank goodness we don't have to. I think that's our 2 years in a row we got to play this guy. So I don't have to get the next 2 years for the championship game. So that's a good thing. Okay, guys.